Hi, everyone, and thanks for being here today. I want to start with a story, one that might sound familiar. A few weeks ago, I was at a restaurant and saw a family with a little boy who looked about 3 years old. While everyone at the table was talking, the boy was completely zoned out, staring at an iPad propped up against the salt shaker. At one point, the tablet froze, and instantly he started crying. Not just a small whine, but a full meltdown. His parents looked exhausted, handed the iPad back to him once it restarted, and the meltdown ended just as fast as it started. And I thought to myself, this is becoming the new normal. We're seeing toddlers who can navigate YouTube before they can talk, preschoolers who need screens to sit through dinner, and younger children having trouble handling boredom without a device in their hands. Now, I want to be clear, this isn't about judging the parents. We all get tired, we all want a moment of peace, and screens are incredibly convenient. But I think we can all feel the shift happening. Many of us are wondering, is this actually good for kids? Today I want to talk about why young children shouldn't use iPads or other technology too early. Not because tech is bad, but because kids' brains and bodies need something very different in those early years. So let's start with what's happening in young child's brains. From birth to around age of 5, the brain is basically in construction mode. It's building millions of neural connections every second, and those connections are shaped by these real-world experiences. Things like touching objects, hearing language, watching facial expressions, and exploring their environment. Screens, on the other hand, replace real experiences with fast, two-dimensional stimulation. Research shows that heavy screen use at a young age is linked with slower language development, shorter attention spans, difficulty developing self-regulation, and delays in social communication skills. The reason is simple. A screen can't replace back and forth conversation, hands-on play, or human interaction, the things that actually build the brain. Kids don't just watch and learn, they learn by doing, touching, imitating, practicing, failing, and trying again. Young children are constantly learning how emotions work, not from cartoons or apps, but from real people. Every smile, frown, gesture, and tone of voices teaches them something about communication. But when kids spend too much time on screens, they miss out on thousands of these tiny social lessons. What we're seeing more and more are kids who struggle to make eye contact, have trouble handling frustration, get overwhelmed easily, and rely on screens to calm down. Screens actually block the development of emotional coping skills because they soothe instantly. Kids never get to practice working through boredom, frustration, or disappointment on their own. There are physical challenges too. Kids who use screens heavily tend to have poor posture, such as tech neck, spend less time outside, show early signs of eye strain and heavy, disrupted sleep from screen light. But one of the biggest challenges we're noticing is behavioral. Young children who rely on screens often become used to constant stimulation, bright colors, fast movement, instant responses, and suddenly real life feels too slow. That's why many kids struggle with patience, attention span, or entertaining themselves without a device. And none of this is their fault. Their brains are just getting overstimulated way too early. So what should kids be doing instead? Honestly, the best alternatives are the simplest ones. Playing outside, building with blocks, drawing, crafting, listening to stories, playing pretend, helping with simple chores in the house, and talking and interacting with real people. These activities do so much more than entertain. They build creativity, coordination, language, problem solving, confidence, everything a screen can't do. I like to think of it this way. Screens help kids busy. Play helps kids grow. Most experts agree on clear guidelines. Under age of 2, no screens at all. Age 2 to 5, no more than 1 hour a day, and high quality content. Most importantly, screen time should never replace social, physical, or creative play. This isn't about banning technology forever, it's about delaying it until kids have the skills to use it in a healthy way. When technology is introduced too early, kids adapt to it faster than they adapt to real life, and that's an issue. To wrap things up, I want to return to the little boy at the restaurant. His reaction wasn't bad behavior, it was a symptom of a growing trend, kids becoming dependent on screens before they even understand the world around them. Technology is amazing and it absolutely has a place in children's lives, just not too early and not at the cost of their development. When we delay screens, we're not taking something away from kids. We're giving them something better: stronger brains, healthier emotions, better social skills, more creativity, and a deeper connection to the world around them. Childhood is short, and the world is meant to be explored, not watched through a screen. Thank you.